No, no, no. We're not even gonna do that intro. We're just I have a bone to pick with this map. I'm just gonna spoil it for you guys right here. It took me 5 attempts to beat this Easter egg, and all 5 attempts were some of the worst times I've had playing zombies. My very first attempt, my game froze on round 5. My second attempt, I crashed on the banjo step. My third attempt, I just died on round 1 because I was trying to get too greedy with points. My fourth attempt, I crashed again on the banjo step, and then my fifth attempt, I finally beat the Easter egg. We're not even gonna do videos on my first attempts and me actually beating the Easter egg because too much stuff went wrong, and also my audio wasn't recording for my first 3 attempts. So thank Christ I have game audio and like actual like me talking audio for when I beat it. But I'm not even gonna do an episode on it. I'm just gonna like I my commentary was so sour and I was in such a bad mood. I just didn't think it was I didn't think it was a good idea to upload it. So we're just gonna do 2 overviews. Yes, we're gonna do 2 overviews. It's gonna be a little bit different. We're gonna do a general map thoughts and overview of just as if I was a casual player and playing the map, just not having a thought about the Easter egg, just going about it normally. And then the second overview will be about my thoughts on the Easter egg. And while I can just spoil it now and say that the map itself is great and I genuinely love just playing it without having a thought of the Easter egg, and the Easter egg itself is the worst thing to ever exist and I don't ever recommend it to anyone and will never do it again by myself. But I do have a few things to say because there are some good things about this map. There are some bad things, but it is worth mentioning some of the good things because it's not entirely terrible. It's not an entirely terrible experience. I do think this has some value to it. It is worth playing very specifically. So I will talk about that, and the Easter egg will be in the next overview. I just wanted to make that clear real quick. Now, you spawn in a pretty normal spawn room. I wouldn't say it's anything special, but you do come off, if you're playing solo, from a pretty amazing cutscene. Alright? This is one thing I can pride this map in, and it's the cutscenes. The beginning cutscene and the Easter egg cutscene are fantastic. The story is phenomenal in this map, and I gotta give it props for that. But this is not what we're talking about. We're talking about spawn room right now, and it's whatever. You spawn in and it's gray. I mean, what is there? You do see the Victus crew. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I know that's pretty terrible to some people to hear. You look around and the scenery is actually not too bad. I mean, you see the prison in the distance, and even the Golden Gate and like a light tower in the distance. I mean, it's not too bad. I do kind of like how this map looks. So pretty much the spawn is the only new thing. You have 2 buildings to your left and right, the spawn, and then this catwalk. And you also have the warden's house, which is way back in the prison, but we'll get into that in just a minute. To your right, you have New Industries, which is my favorite new addition to this map, because specifically that is the room where you go for high rounds in. It is actually very, very fun, which, once again, I will get into later. And then to your left, you have the power room, which is one of the most useless and filler new additions to this map. There is no reason for this place to exist other than for Easter egg. Just for making the Easter egg longer. That's it. That's all this place is for. It tries to make it seem like it's useful to have a box location over there and to have a power switch, but there is no reason for this to exist. And I will tear into that place in the Easter egg episode, but I just want to make it clear, I do not like this area at all. It is pointless. I don't know why they had to make 2 power switches, and it's bad. So you turn on power, which only turns on power to 1 door. It only turns on 1 door. Wow. Yeah. So you turn on power and you're done for that place forever. You never go back there unless there's a box there. But once again, there doesn't need to be a box there, but whatever. You go to the catwalk and you open it. Now, if you don't know what's about to happen, good luck, because I cannot imagine doing this for the first time and surviving. And even knowing what I was doing, I almost went down a few times. So zombies start pouring after you like at insanely fast speeds. But if you're smart, you can use these guys to get more points to open new industries and get some of those zombies and use to fill up the dog, which is what I did when I beat the Easter egg. It's really good, and I actually kind of enjoy it. I think it's really good to have this little area. It makes it a little bit, I wouldn't say challenging, but it is like a nice little start to the map just to set you up. But one thing that is very annoying is that There are zombies reaching at you in between the walls, and I think that's fine, but I feel like if you go through it once, they should get rid of those hands, like, forever. That's just my opinion. Other than fast travels, that is the only way to get to spawn from the prison, so I don't like it. But you go through the catalog and you see Brutus spawn. Now, you can choose to shoot him or not shoot him. If you shoot him, that will actually spawn him into the map. If you choose not to shoot him, you just get to enjoy the cutscene of Brutus, yelling at you and vengeance and whatnot. And I think it's really cool. I think it's so cool. And what also helps is that if you do shoot him and he spawns into the map, you get a shield part from him, which is the key. Oh yeah, the shield. I hate this shield. I hate it. It is such a cool idea, but they just didn't execute it correct, in my opinion. So, as you're making your way to power, you're picking up yes, power in Mob of the Dead. You are picking up shield parts, right? And this is not like any of the other shields. This is like a ghost shield. If you aim through your shield, you get like a ghost effect where you can see like ghosts and stuff. Dead mouse reference. I thought it was a cool idea, but it was not well executed in my opinion. You see, the way the shield works is that it is very, very important to do a lot of things on this map. Like, the shield is like your key to unlocking the map, essentially, and doing the Easter egg. Mainly doing the Easter egg, but you still use it a ton for the regular portion of the map. You need to kill zombies by shocking the key at them, and you will get souls. Now, you need 3 souls to get a charged shot. And with the normal shield, you get 2 charge shots. You can upgrade it by getting the lock, or the what is the teddy bear on this map, on the box, and zapping it for a while until it turns blue, and then you can use your Hell's Redeemer or Retriever to grab it, and boom, you've upgraded your shield. You have 2 extra shots. Now, I think there's nothing wrong with having these shots. I don't think it's bad that you can look through and you have to look through for certain things. I think it's a good idea. What sucks is that it's not well balanced in my opinion, and going for high rounds and using the shield is annoying. When you get past like round 10, it gets annoying to kill a zombie with the shield and get a soul, because you're trying to train all these zombies and you're only able to get 1 at a time, and it takes forever to get just 1 zombie. You need 3 of them, and you're trying to usually fill up your entire shield, so you need 12 zombies to fill up your shield, and it takes so long. It's the most time consuming thing, and you're doing it all the time because you need so many shots. It could have been redone, in my opinion. I was confused about the power on this map, because power doesn't really do anything. You still use your shield to turn on power after you've turned on power. So you turn on power and a Brutus spawns and you get some extra points, yada yada yada. Once you turn on power, there's a dog round, and if you're not in the spot where you need to be and the dogs are spawning and you're just running across the map, the dogs don't despawn and respawn near you. They just slowly walk the entire portion of the map to get to where you are, which takes so long. I don't know why they didn't have them respawn like they do in like Black Ops 3 or Black Ops 1. But that's just the dog round. What I was gonna finish with the power is that you turn on the power, but it doesn't turn on the power to the power voltages. You still need to use your shield to shock the voltages to like get Pack-a-Punch and like the crane out of the water to get the spoon, even to unlock the cells with the power-ups in. And power doesn't even power up the switches, the switchboard, like where you input the numbers. Like, it just seems like the power is so useless. I don't understand the point of the power if it's not going to unlock everything. Like, just don't have a power. Just don't have a power. But with that being said, I just want to say the prison itself looks amazing. I mean, it looks amazing on with the better graphics and the Black Ops 4 looking assets and whatnot. It really is beautiful, and the warden's office is pretty awesome. It's really off-putting seeing such a clean and like organized place on the contrast of just a worn out, broken down prison. I think it's so cool. So you fill the dogs, you get your Hell's Retriever, and you can actually upgrade it, which I didn't know at the time, but after doing my own research, you can upgrade it to the Hell's Redeemer, which is supposed to be a lot better than the Hell's Retriever. So that's good. Fast travels, there are some good ones and there are some very bad ones. The only reason that the fast travel from showers to the warden's office exists is for the Hell's Retriever. That is the only reason why it exists. Otherwise, it is so pointless. You're never going to the warden's house unless you're doing the Easter egg. And when you're doing the Easter egg, you're almost never in the showers except for the banjo step. And even then, it's like it's so close. It's not worth going to the fast travel. It's not worth going to the warden's house. The spoon, the golden spork is fine in my opinion. Turn on the power to this dial, this voltage thing, which is weird because you already have power on, but I digress. You know, this crane comes around, you get it, you throw your Hell's Retriever at it, and you get this spoon, right? You can upgrade it to the golden spork, and I think that's fine. I love it. It's not too hard, it's not too difficult. It's actually kind of fun because you have to use the magma gat to do it, and to upgrade the magma gat is actually really good. You go to the warden's house and you put it in the fireplace, get a bunch of kills, and then you have to run through the entire map. You're on like a timer, which is very forgiving in my opinion. Is you go through, you have to touch these barrels with the flame on your blundergat, and you do have some shots. So like if you do get stuck, you can save yourself, which I do like. And then you go to new industries, and then it gets like hydraulic pressed with these ghosts, and then bam, you got a magma gat. And I think it's awesome. I think it's really cool how you get it. I like it better than the acid gat, but I was kind of misled with this gun because I thought if you shoot it, it sort of acts like a monkey bomb, like the acid gat, and they just go straight to it. Not really. Sometimes they go after it, sometimes they don't. I mean, half of them do, half of them don't. A lot of the times, none of them go for it, and it's like I get trapped, and it's like facepalm. You know, I want this gun to work, but you know, a lot of times during the Easter egg, I've been very considering switching to the acid gat or the vitriolic withering, but you know, it does its damage. I mean, I just wish it was a little bit more consistent with the zombies going after the lava, but that's just what I observed. But yeah, you use it to get the golden spork, and I think it's actually kind of fun because you get to use it, and you're in a pretty open area on the roof. So I think it's fine. So yeah, I've heard that you can also get the golden scalpel, and actually I watched Chrism's video of him doing it, and it is pretty freaking ridiculous. I mean, if I've learned anything from playing zombies since 2018 or 2016, whatever, is that Revelations got us fucked up. Revelations got us messed up. Got us looking for shit that just doesn't make any sense, right? Like the rock step and the bone step. Like you're shooting rocks that are just that look normal. Like how did people find that? How did people figure that out? And so that got us worried, and now we're looking for rocks in Black Ops 4 maps. We actually found something from looking at rocks. We found the golden scalpel because we were looking for rocks, and we actually found something. Like, how ridiculous is that? Like, Treyarch thought it was a good idea to bring back a step where you need to look for rocks, and we were like we don't like this shouldn't be a thing. Like the community's like this shouldn't be a thing, but there's. You know, why not look for rocks? And we found something. Like, how ridiculous is that? That, oh my gosh, Revelations messed us up, and it worked. It worked. But yeah, you have to look for these rocks outside the map, and then you get 100 kills with traps with these, and then you get the golden scalpel. And to be fair, it does one shot forever, but like it's kind of useless for the actual high round strategy, I will say. So. One thing that I fucking loved on this map, and I was so shocked that it actually existed, was that you can get monkey bombs for free, and I thought this was like one of those like Jimbathy videos where it's like, I'm gonna teach you how to get free monkey bombs in the Mob of the Dead remastered mappers. Like, you know, I thought it was gonna be like one of those troll videos where it's like, like yeah, totally exists. Yeah, no, it actually exists. You can get free monkey bombs, and I love it. I'm so happy that that's a thing. It's hilarious. It's so like odd, but I love it. It's one of my favorite side Easter eggs, like small Easter. It's one of my favorites, to be quite honest with you. Oh my gosh, it's awesome. You can't use the gondola mid round. You just can't. You just can't use the gondola mid round because if you use it mid round, let's say you're on round 20, and you're you just killed like 10 zombies, right? And you want to get up from the docks. Well, if you use the gondola, right, and you go up from the docks. How Black Ops 4 work is that like they start spawning the zombies before you get to that area. Like they're already spawning and trying to get you before you're even there. And the same thing happens in the fast travel. Like if you're going from the cafeteria to like new industries, the zombies are already there waiting for you. And like the game has to intentionally make it so like the zombies will get like blown back or like fall over because they're spawning too quick. On the gondola, they don't fall over. You can't get out of there. No, they spawn and they will destroy you, even if you have the Mark II or anything. You have to have like a specialist or a gobblegum to get out of there because you are pretty screwed. Like if you gondola, it's unbelievable. Like I'll probably show the footage in the background. You'll see like I'm going up the gondola and they're spawning. Like I can't even kill them fast enough. Like they're all spawning in the one like just blocking my way. It's unbelievable. They brought back Brutus. They brought back Brutus, and he is overpowered. I mean, he's not overpowered, but like it just feels like he has so much health. Like when I was playing, I was pouring like an entire clip of upgraded Ray Gun Mark II ammo, like just to get his helmet off. And like on Brutus, there are Brutus rounds, and like 5 or 6 of them spawn like at the same time, and it is really difficult to take them out like that. Like the Mark II is either super weak or like the Brutuses are just stupid strong. It's like I find myself having to throw monkey bombs. Like they go after the monkey bombs and destroy it. So like I try my best to just like hurry up and get as many shots in as I can. And sometimes the magma gat will like one shot him, and other times it will do absolutely nothing. It's so inconsistent, just confusing. It's like I'm not necessarily upset, but like I'm just like, what is going on? You know. We have a few more points to do. The ray gun's back, baby. Like I said, Mark II, it's back. Normal ray gun, it's back. All right, and you can have them both at the same time. I'm so happy you can have them both at the same time. I really do love how the ray gun feels and looks in this game. Like especially the Mark II, it looks so cool. It looks big too. It's like really big. And the normal ray gun, I actually kind of like the normal ray gun over the Mark II in this version, even though I like the Mark II better than the normal one. It sounds awesome. It feels great to use. I mean, I'm so glad they brought it back. The high round strat is really, really, really good. I love it. This is the best part about this map is the high round strat. You literally train the zombies in industry room because I'm just glad we get to go back to training. We get to move around again. I'm so happy. But like you do get your breathers too. So the trap in that room. All the zombies will go for the trap. They won't go after you. So you do have your breathers in between of training them around. So you train them around, and while the trap is going on, right? Use your shield to get zombie souls, and then once the trap is done, you train around, use your shield, right? You use your shield to kill them. Use a charge shot, and then you go back to training again. Use another shield shot, and then by that time, the trap should be back on. And you're all good to go. And you can also use your specialist whenever you get it. I love the high round strat. It is so fun. I mean, I haven't done it myself yet, but from what I've seen, it so much better than Voyage, so much better than 9. I'm happy we get to move around again. Thumbs up to Blood of the Dead. It's the only thing that's saving this map from being an F tier is the high round strat, and I do see myself playing this map again because of it. So, good job, Blood of the Dead. Why does Pack-a-Punch have to move? Please tell me, why does Pack-a-Punch have to move? Why can't it stay on the roof? Why does the power room have to exist? Because, we don't know what else to do with this place. Let's put Pack-a-Punch there. Let's put Pack-a-Punch. Because it just doesn't make sense to have power on this map. Okay? Both power rooms are places where the Pack-a-Punch could spawn. Like, why can't it just stay on the roof and not have powers? Because powers don't make any sense on this map if you're still using the shield to turn on powers for things. It doesn't make any sense. I just don't get it. It's my biggest issue. And my biggest issue is just having power on this map. Okay, my biggest issue is the Easter egg. But, like, other than Easter egg, this is my biggest issue. Like, why does power have to exist? It does nothing. It does nothing. Alright? You use your shield to turn on power and get the Pack-a-Punch. You use your shield to turn on power and get the crane to come up. Right? Use your shield to turn on power to use the number pad. You don't need a power switch if it doesn't do anything. Okay? And you don't need to put Pack-a-Punch locations there to give it meaning. Like, just keep the Pack-a-Punch where it is. I'm tired of it, okay? In conclusion, it tried to be Mob of the Dead Part 2. This map is not for casuals at all. It is way too complicated. The shield shit, just I can't imagine playing this map without looking at a guide. Like, I had to look up a guide, right? I had to look up a guide for where the fucking acid gap parts were, because two of the parts were in their normal spots, right? Like, the first part was in the warden's office. The second part was in the infirmary, and I was looking all over the place for the case. I didn't know it was in New Industries. I didn't know. That's sad. That is sad. I don't know why they had to move it. I don't know why they had to move it, especially when they kept the first two in their normal spots. Like, one thing though is that you're kept occupied. Like, you're not done setting up by round 10, right? Or round 20. Like on Voyage and 9, you get your wonder weapons, and then you get the Helion salvo, and then you sit in a corner. You're done set up. You're set up. You're done. Get your perks. You're good. On Blood of the Dead, I mean, you can keep doing stuff for a while. Like, you can get your Blundergat, you can upgrade it, right? You get your perks, get your shield, do whatever. And then if you want, you can get your Golden Spork. You can get the Golden Scalpel if you so please. I don't know why you would ever do that, right? You can use your traps, you can use your Blundergat, you can use alternate ammo types, right? If you so please, you can use your shield to kill the zombies. I mean, Brutuses keep spawning. You're never on your you're always on your toes. There's just so much you can do. You can get your Hell's Retriever. You can get your Hell's Redeemer. I mean, you can do the Easter egg. Why would you ever fucking do that? But you can do the Easter egg. I mean, there is a ton to do on this map, right? And there are some random Easter eggs that I heard, like the Monkey Bomb Easter egg. You can get free Monkey Bombs. I mean, you can get the zombie blood out of the tick station. I mean, if you want to do Morse code steps, boom, there you go. You got the Easter egg for you just to help you out. I mean, it keeps you occupied. You're not bored on this map, but is that necessarily a good thing if you're not having fun? Like, you may not be bored, but are you having fun? The visuals are great. The map looks awesome. I love how the prison looks. I mean, it looks. God, if you've ever watched like the trailer, not like the opening cutscene like before you spawn in, but like the actual trailer, and you in like Treyarch's trailer, and you hear the Where Are We Going, right? You can get the Where Are We Going Easter egg song pumping, and it is bone chilling. Like it is an off-putting song, and to put it up with the visuals of this map, it just, oh my gosh. But the saddest part about it is it all gets put away because it's on the Black Ops 4 system. It is on the Black Ops 4 system, and it all gets just put away. You don't have that. You don't have that like eeriness like Black Ops 2 did with like the round change in the song Where Are We Going. This version of Where Are We Going is so much better in my opinion for this map, but it sucks, man. It's just if only the Easter if only it played like it did in the older ones, the Easter egg played like it did in the older one, you would have that incredible feeling. This map had so much potential. It plays too long. Everything plays too long. It plays too tedious, and it's not interesting. Okay? It's not interesting. It doesn't. The story of it is great, but none of it relates to the story at all. Maybe the shield and maybe the bird step, but that's it. Nothing relates to the story at all. And I'm going to get into that when I do the Easter egg overview, because it is so it is so uncohesive. It doesn't make, like, you don't have a purpose with what you're doing. You're just doing it because the game tells you to and it helps you out. That's it for this overview. I will see you in the next one. Would I recommend this map for a casual player? Not at all, but like for an experienced casual player, I would give this map a shot. You know, I would actually try this map a couple times. I mean, don't do the Easter egg, but like just try playing it a couple times. It might be enjoyable just to lay back and just enjoy the sights of newer generation Mob of the Dead. But that's all I got for this map. That's all I can really promote for this map. Until next time, we will be talking about the Easter egg on Blood of the Dead. Have a good night, guys.